Hello, this is G. Ramesh Kalyan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SNS College of Technology. The course code and course name is 23 ITT 101, Programming in C and Data Structures. Unit 1, Introduction to C. The topic is Data Types. So, in C programming, the data types are the declaration for variables, and this determines the type and the size of the data associated with the variables. So as an example, int my var. So this here int represents integer, and my variable is an variable that is used in declaring. So the size of int here is 4 bytes. So every data type has a value. So integer, float, it has some 4 bytes, and if it is a double, then it has 8 bytes in it. So the C data types are used to identify the type of variable when it is declared. Second one, it is used to identify the type of the return value of a function. And next one, the third one, it is used to identify the type of the parameter expected by a function. So we could see in the diagram. So these are the various types of the data types in C. First one a basic, second one derived, third one enumeration, and the fourth one is void. So an ANSI C provides three types of data types, that is primary one, or a primary or built-in data types, second one is derived data types, and third one is user-defined data types. So in primary we are having void, int, character, double, and float. In the derived data type we are having array, references, pointers, and user defined data types we are having structure, union, and enumeration. So there are 5 primary fundamental data types. First one is int for integer, and CHER for the character data, and third one is float for the floating point numbers, and fourth one is double for double precision floating point numbers, and fifth one is void. So these are the data types, their size and their range. So the first one is character or signed character. So size in bytes 1. So it ranges from -128 127. So these are, and next one is unsigned character. So this has a size in bytes is 1. This is 1 byte. And int or signed int, that is 2. Unsigned int 2. Then short int or unsigned short int 2. So a long int or a long signed int is 4 bytes, float is 4 bytes, double is 8 bytes, and long double is 10 bytes. Next one is primary data type. So first one is void data type, second one is integer, third one is character, and fourth one is float and double, and fifth one is a pointer. So first one void. So as the name suggests, it holds no value and is generally used for specifying the type of a function or what it returns. If a function has a void type, it means the function will not return any value. Second one is integer, it is int, that is integer. Third one is character, and float and double. So next one is a pointer value. So this pointer is we use asterisk symbol to denote a pointer type. So next, so the next one is 3 more data types that we have, that we are using in C. So that is first one is Boolean, then complex, and imaginary. So integer we are having, so basic data types, that is the primary data types. First one is integer, signed and unsigned. So floating point, then character. So we are having int, short int, and long int based on, so this is divided based on the memory in bytes. So we are having the same, the integer type, its size and specifier. So integer is specified as like in percentage d, and percentage d, one like percentage 1d, and all those thing as compare, as with respect to the data type. So int id, we are using this. So integer is of 4 bytes as we saw previously, and short and long int. So this is a process of representing a long and shortened, so long A and long B and long double C. So this is based on the memory sizes in bytes, signed and unsigned. So an unsigned int x, so int y. So we are like representing it with the keyword signed and unsigned. So this is type floating point and double. So we specified for example, if it is a floating point, we specify it percentage %d and percentage %1d and percentage %1d. So for the float, we are representing as percentage f. So float and double. So as we saw previously, float and double just differs with the memory bytes. So for float, we are representing as float salary, and double we are using a keyword with that with the variable that is double price. So this is an example given, as we could see in it. So the type character. So character has size in bytes, 1 byte. So range -128 to +127. So this is specified as percentage C. So for representing, we are representing with the keyword CHER, character. So this is the differences between with various parameters: integer, floating point, double, and character. Then declaration of primary data types. So int age character, CHER represent character, so letter. Next one is float, height and width. So as I said, if it is an integer value, we are representing with int integer data type, and if it is a decimal, we are representing with either float or double based on the memory size. So this is size of function, and that is used for in the languages, in the C language. So this function is used to find the memory space allocated for each data types. So this is the output of this example program. We are giving the size of A, B, C and D. So it represents very integer and character, float and double data. So it has the memory size goes like 4, 1, 4, 8. So 8 is represented for the double data type. So this is an example of data types and variable declarations again. So we are declaring as int A is equal to 4000 and float B is equal to 5.234. Like different values. This is an example. So character, as we saw, it's in letter Z, and long D, long E, long F, all those values we are representing it. Float, finally we are representing the float J is equal to -3.55. So this is a float data type. This example shows the size of the int and character. Void. So void is an incomplete type, that is, it means nothing. So in functions, if you are using void function, void main of function, no need to return any data type. So instead we are using int main of function, we have to return the value. So this is the main difference between the void and function and int function, void main and int main function actually. So function returns as void. So this is as we saw previously. So derived data types: arrays, references and pointers. Arrays are sequence of data having same values. So references or the function pointers that allow referencing function with a particular signature. So pointers, these are the powerful C features used to access the memory locations. So user defined data type, structure and union enum. Thank you.